Greetings and hallucinations, my fellow FAF peoples. As I'm continuing to improve, I have bumped down the game volume just a little bit more and made a couple other tweaks here and there. Hopefully, overall, it will be improvement over what has been happening. And thanks everybody for the feedback and comments that you've been getting, and also for sending in some replays. It's always good to have good material. Today I have a 1 versus 1 between Nombringer and TA4Life on the map Badlands. This map tends to get a little vicious. I have casted it before. As before mentioned, you have potential for run-bys up here. There's a lot of wide open space and a ton of mass extractors. Makes for a lot of units. There will be spam. There will be T4s if this game goes for very long. I have not previewed it yet. It was forwarded to me compliments of Nombringer, so I'm assuming that it does not have a desync. But we will bump up the speed on this as always to burn through as much of the early game setup as possible and see where the game takes us. Right off the bat, TA4Life is sending out a hunter. This is a Cybern on Cybern match. So the speed advantage of the Mantis will not be showing itself quite as thoroughly on this map. Nombringer does have the naming mod, so you can see his tanks, depending on the health that they have, will show different variations of their mood. You can see it makes a crying face right before it dies. There are some great mods for this game. A bomber out for TA4Life and a second bomber. Nombringer's air factory just now coming online with a scout, and I'm sure he will be pushing an interceptor next, but these bombers are going to cause a lot of issues for him. Although he is able to deny most of the run-bys, although right here this is going to cause issues later because his expansion engineer is going around the back. If he does not see that, that is going to stop some engineers in their tracks. And again, another run by here, going around the ACU, which he's going to try to head off. Noms needs to push right here. I'm not exactly sure why he's headed into this base and not around the other side, but so be it. He's shut down the power spam and is making his way around the outside edge. Come on, you can do it. Snipe off that mech. Nope. Oh well. He is going to pick up another engineer back here though, so still going to cause some hurt. And now we see a beautiful little trap laid in by TA4Life. One thing you will notice in the upper ranks is the amount of land scouts that they build. Intelligence is crucial. You have to know where the units are, where they're headed, and you can see all of these land scouts around. They're able to pick up these little radar blips, and that's preventing a lot of potential damage for TA4Life. It looks like he's mixing about 8 to 1 tanks to scouts, somewhere in that vicinity. Nombringer not using quite as many scouts, but he still does have land scouts with his groups. Trying to send some Mantis around the backside. These are turning into a real pain in the right buttocks. That is costing him a lot of time picking up those mass extractors, and it's showing on his mass income. He's pulling 51 as opposed to 63. No, 58. Reclaim is messing up my numbers. TA4Life drawing in about 3 times the mass that Nombringer has. And Nombringer is going to lose a Hydro. That is going to hurt. Oh no, it has run by. 40 health on that Hydro. I would have gone and killed that. That is 100 power. That would have done a lot to stall out Nombringer. We are going to lose a mechs over here. And there are rhinos on the field for TA4Life. He has dropped down a T2 headquarters on the left side and is now pushing T2 units up. That is going to be a headache. Nombringer also has T2, but yes, he will have enough to stop that between his T1 and his rhinos. TA4Life is rushing a massive amount of engineers. I am assuming that he's going to be reclaiming all of this, but for the moment, it looks like he's forgotten his move order. Oh, one player has gotten each side. I'm going to slow down just a little bit here. You can catch some more things. Up here in this corner, we had Tier 2 engineers dropped, and they have thrown down factories, throwing down point defense. This is going to be a huge headache for Nombringer. Once you get T2 point defense in, it is very difficult to stop an expansion like that. And then on this hilltop, this is a little plateau that is inaccessible from the sides. He is building mobile missile launchers, which are launching over into that base over there. They don't have the range to reach everything, but it is still enough to pull some good area denial right here. A pretty popular move on this map is to get a T3 support factory up here and push T3 mobile artillery, which can reach all the way around here and wipe out a lot of that base. Got MMLs on the ground for TA4Life up here from this expansion. He is pushing fire beetles. Nombringer is going to need to be very careful. He is pinched in between a T2 force and fire beetles. He does have the gun upgrade on his ACU, so that is going to allow him to reach out and overcharge. But he definitely needs to watch and make sure that he has one in the bank. At this point, with 11,000 health, all it would take is 4 fire beetles, and that would be an instant KO. But with that gun comm, he's doing a pretty good job of pushing everything back. And on the other side, he has broken TA's lines. And this is the run by that I was talking about. He is going to come all the way around the back here. Corsair's out, Tier 2 for TA4Life. Actually, he has a T3 air factory and a quantum gateway going up. He has been teching very hard, pulling 15,000 reclaim as opposed to 10 for Nombringer. Still on some T1 mass extractors. Actually, mostly T1 mass extractors. He is pulling everything that he has. He is getting it off of reclaim. He does not have RAS either. That would explain the power issues. Not sure why he's opted to go for T3 air when you only have, it looks like he had 3 T2 power generators, a couple of which Nombringer was able to take out, forcing that hard stall. That was a good move on his part. Corsairs are still going to cause some problems. Noms needs to use these interceptors. They will be able to take out a whaler, though he's pushing some mobile flak out. Try and take care of that. You can look at the map control and see. This is not looking healthy for Noms. He's sitting on about a quarter of the map right here, and he is completely surrounded by red. No air control, no land control, and far behind on tech. He has opted for a T3 land factory, which I do not think... No, TA4Life does not have T3 as of yet. I have to watch what's going on up here. There is 6 fire beetles. There are 6 fire beetles. I apologize to all the grammar Nazis out there. There are 7 fire beetles. in the top right corner. Noms is buckling down for the long haul, building T2 point defense in his base, and he now has a Loyalist out. Loyalist, very fast, very handy at killing things off. TA4Life has opted to skip the T3 mobile artillery and has gone straight to tier 2 stationary. He is dropping an SACU up here. Oh, he is picking up a Deceiver and Fire Beetles. That is going to be a nasty little surprise wherever that drops off. And apparently he has decided against it. Wow. Noms going for the Monkey Lord, consuming mass and singing songs as all of his little workers go. Reminds me of the tune Whistle While You Work. That Monkey Lord is going to be able to knock out this. As long as he can deny these Fire Beetles, that is going to be the danger. Only one SACU that is not going to be able to stop a Monkey Lord. Although that SACU is throwing up stealth and gradually pushing his way into Nom's base. TA has gotten his T3 power generators online and is pushing T3 air now. That is going to be quite problematic for Nombringer. At the moment, he has enough interceptors to drop these gunships, but momentarily, I would imagine he's going to completely lose air control, and he can see that. He is building SAMs all around here, trying to prevent any sniping. Strat bombers would be very powerful at this moment for TA4Life, because all of the build power, all of this right here is pretty concentrated. A couple of strat bombers hitting strategic locations, and that would be the end of Nom's base. Nom's scouting out. TA4Life has not. Now he has. He has seen the Monkey Lord, but it is very, very close indeed. And down here, there is no combat units capable of taking this thing on. Nombringer is going to have basically the walk of the base. He can do whatever he wants down here. Pick up veterancy along the way and create himself an unkillable Monkey Lord. TA4Life control Kang all of the units he can, but still can't prevent this monkey picking up vet, killing off that SACU. It is going to pick up another here. This is problematic. TA4Life does not have what he needs to stop this. And holy hell, look at all the Fire Beetles. TA4Life has taken up residence above Nombringer's base, as far away as he possibly can get from this Monkey Lord. Monkey Lord is looping around the back to get these T3 power generators, but on the north side we have SACUs pushing into the base. TA4Life is still holding a mass surplus. He can throw up point defense wherever he wishes. Nombringer, as of now, has the superior eco because of all of the damage that he's done down here. Still continuing to pillage and destroy. Good lord, look at all the Fire Beetles. Oh, you have to wonder what TA's plan is for this. He is following his horde of Fire Beetles, I imagine. Oh, Loyalists coming in. They are going to put an end to that Fire Beetle run, I think. And here they come, aiming for the power. SACU's pinning Nom's ACU. He needs to overcharge. He's landed 1, 2. Bricks coming in to rescue, but T1 point defense going up. That is hairy. Bricks focusing fire. I can't help but think if TA4Life had focus fired a little better on Nom's comm, that would have been the end of the game right there. 3 SACUs is just a brutal force to deal with. The Monkey Lord is now looping back up to the north. It has finished its destruction, and there goes TA4Life suiciding. Suiciding into the Sams. That was a brilliant comeback by Noms. TA4Life failing to scout that Monkey Lord on its way down and just completely losing his base. Although I'm very impressed with his reclaim and the amount of units that he was able to get out with all of those T1 mechs. Just goes to prove you do not have to tech up to T2 mechs to make awesome stuff. You can pull 4 SACUs and a whole lot of point defense out of reclaim. Very impressive setup by TA4Life, but unfortunately when you force someone into a corner and they have the advantage of reclaim at home, once you get that first T4 up, it's kind of difficult to stop. Well played by both players. That was a very funny game to watch. Thanks for sending that in, Noms, and as always, thank you guys for watching.